Brought to you through the regional support of First 5 Fresno County, First 5 Tulare County, and First 5 Madera County. Because it's all about the kids.
Hello, I'm Juanita Stevenson. You're watching 0 to 5 in 30 minutes. We see it all the time, children who are overweight. It's an epidemic in this country, and now more than ever, we as parents need to be concerned enough to help tip the scales in a different direction. California is home to 9.5 million children ages 0 to 17. 1 in 3 is overweight or obese. Dr. Rob Smith practices at Central Valley Family Health in Kerman. He says the fight against obesity is tough. One big reason is that food has become a social event.
It's a way to remember family traditions, holidays, special occasions. They're all marked with food, and they're all marked with special food that, used to be back in the old days only for special occasions.
In addition, parents need to keep in mind that portion sizes for pre-made foods are larger these days.
20 years ago, a bagel was a little thing that looks like a donut. Okay, now it's a thing that looks like a dinner plate. And that's just an example. All of the burgers and all of the, huge drinks, 64-ounce Cokes and so forth, all of those things contribute to overeating of calories and mainly of empty calorie sugar that aren't going to go anywhere except onto fat.
So, how can you determine whether your child is at a healthy weight? Doctors use what is called the BMI chart. It is a useful tool that uses height and weight. So let's take a look at a typically developing 5-year-old boy. The average height for a child at that age is about 3'4" tall, or 40 inches.
Normal weight would be a BMI of about 21 or 20 or something like that, and that child would weigh between 46 and 48 pounds on an average, give or take 5 or 10%. If he was going to, or she was going to be in the overweight category, let's say a BMI of 27, then that weight goes up to 61. So it's 15 pounds. That's a considerable amount of weight. And then when you're looking at the really obese range, which is 30, and that's the bottom of it, that's 68 pounds. That's 20 pounds more, 50% more than that child ought to weigh.
Overweight children are at a higher risk of developing diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, and other respiratory problems, sleep disorders, and eating disorders. So it's important to teach your kids to make healthy food choices.
So rather than having a candy bar as a snack, you can have some really sweet grapes.
Claudia Surslin is a Fresno County farmer and an educator. Her family grows a number of crops and is taking steps to make sure that Valley children are able to enjoy the fruits and vegetables grown here.
Part of the problem is that if you get produce that doesn't taste good, like produce that's been picked green and then refrigerated and oftentimes is not so fresh, kids won't eat it. I mean, they just don't like it. But if you take a peach, a grape, a plum that it smells and it's sugar sweet, they'll eat it.
Claudia, in partnership with Fresno Metro Ministries, has set up the first farmers market on a school campus at Fresno Unified. This one is held once a week when school lets out at Burroughs Elementary.
I don't have to worry about going to the store. It's just right here. I pick the girls up and I walk over and grab what they want to eat and that's it.
When they come home, they want something to eat. In place of popcorn or fast food, I make them a plate of fruit salad, and they love it.
It might just take a little experimenting with different types of fresh foods when children are small, so they will develop healthy habits that will last a lifetime.
It's important in that, again, buying local, buying fresh, getting children a good first experience with fruits and vegetables.
If we buy you a fast food item every time for a reward, then you'll want that. If we buy you good food, fresh food, or a kumquat, maybe you never had one of those, you may find that to be just as enjoyable as, another bag of French fries. And you just get good habits that way.
Brought to you through the regional support of First 5 Fresno County, First 5 Tulare County, and First 5 Madera County. Because it's all about the kids.